bit of an update. We're in Dallas now. We're gonna head east for a little bit and go get loaded. About a hour and a half drive from here, but we're gonna head out of here. We got provision here at the Flying J in Dallas, and this is just a little update to the backing accident. And if you haven't seen that, you need to watch the previous video. There was a backing accident, and no, I was not the culprit of the backing accident. It was not me. It was somebody that backed into my truck. So go back and watch that video if you're not. It's a short video. It just shows what happened. So you don't have to watch a long video to be able to see it. But short update. Yes, that lady did get out of the truck, and she started to cuss me out and said that she was going to report that, you know, I backed into her. But anyways, after the fact, we got I got a hold of her company, and on the cause report, it wasn't a police report, it was a cause report with a cause number, so they could look up notes on it. Now, I don't know if she got a ticket or not, but the police officer told me that yes, in Texas you can get a backing ticket, some kind of like hazardous backing or something like that. But I don't know if he gave her a ticket or not. But the lady, yeah, she told me that she was going to report that I did. And you know, of course, I told her because I do. You know, I have a dash cam, so I mean, what's the point in that? You know. And she was still angry, upset. I understand that she was upset, you know, but I do understand that. But the fact remains, it was her fault, and she needs to own up to it. And so does her company. Now, I got a hold of somebody at the company. I won't name his name, but he was wanting me to handle it out of insurance, so they would just pay like pay me a cash payment for my time lost and you know whatever repairs that have been made. And I can tell you, I mean, it doesn't look like a big deal, you know, what she did, just backing into me like that, but she did not hit her brakes. I mean, she backed into me and pushed on me, and she was fully loaded. And the damage is done. I'll show you guys when I get stopped. But the damage that it did was pretty significant. Okay. The first thing it did that I noticed is that my lights weren't working after that. My blinkers. And what she did, there's a wire loom underneath that. It's actually behind the bumper, kind of up against the radiator mount. And when she hit me, she bent that bumper in, and she cut the wires on that wire loom. And she also made it to where I couldn't. Now she even helped me with this. I couldn't open my hood up. And we tried to get it open there, you know, where it happened. We couldn't get it open. So, you know, if you can't get your hood open, you're not able to check your fluids. And plus, if you can't open your hood, Jamie, you're going to get a DOT ticket. You're going to get shut down if you get pulled in or pulled over. If that DOT guy cannot open your hood, you'll be shut down on the spot. So, needless to say, I couldn't run, but I did try. I did try to get those things fixed. I took it to the TA. Now, mind you, this was a Friday, and it was in late afternoon. So I took it to the TA. They took off the bumper. They couldn't figure out how to get the hood open. Isn't that surprising? The TA could not figure out how to get the hood open. But it was my only option, you know. It was a late Friday afternoon, so I thought the TA would be the best option for me. Turns out they couldn't get it open, so that was an hour's worth of labor for nothing. And so I definitely didn't want them to try my lights, try to fix my lights. You know, if they're going to charge me a whole hour to try to fix a hood that they didn't fix. So I definitely wasn't going to let them do that, you know, do the repair on the light. So I had to wait. I had to wait till Monday because Peterbilt was closed. Now he was looking at, when we got the bumper off at the TA, he said, well, your hood hinges are bent. And the bolts are bent on your hood hinges. So that's another damage that she done besides the grill damage, the surround grill damage, your bumper damage, the electrical damage. She also bent my hood hinges to my hood and bent the bolts to them. But Peterbilt was already closed when we called them. So by that time it was after 6 o'clock. So guess what? I was stuck till Monday. So I sat there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I sat there till probably 12 or 1 o'clock. They called me. Now mind you, the TA called me at 8:30. They were going to go get the parts in the morning for the hood hinge and you know, find out if the TA had them or not, and then, you know, get the parts. And then, well, this was another mechanic that was working in the morning, and he acted like he didn't want to work on it. And you know, come around 11:30 or 12, I was like, hey man, did y'all ever get those parts, you know, the hood hinges? You know, because I had a scheduled load I had to go pick up. And I was wondering if I could get that done. But I kind of had a feeling that I wasn't going to be able to. And he's like, well, he told the girls at the front desk and they were supposed to call Peterbilt. So anyways, I go to the front desk and they said, oh, Peterbilt's not answering their phone. We've been trying to call them all morning and they're not answering. And this was Saturday. So then I go to the mechanic. I said, she said Peterbilt's not answering the phone. And he says, oh yeah, they don't answer the phone on Saturdays. And I'm like, really, dude? I mean, why didn't you tell me that at 8:30? That I could have went and got them myself, you know? I could have took an Uber over there to get them myself. But anyways, they wouldn't answer the phone. Anyways, I went over there. I took my truck just in case they had shop room at Peterbilt. And the gate was closed. The guy come out on a golf cart and said, no, parts is closed today. There was a sign out there that parts was closed. And the entrance gate was closed to Peterbilt. So no dice there. Anyways, I started to work my way. Now mind you, this is I'm dealing with multiple clover leaves where I'm at, 'cause I'm at I-10 and what does that look? I-10 and 610 in Houston. Because I went from Baytown to Houston to Peterbilt. So I'm working my way, you know, around the service road and whatnot. And then I passed this one shop. There's a truck shop that had its gates open. So I go back around the block, pull in there, and this Mexican guy comes out. He's got a mechanic, you know. He's also Mexican. You know, I told him the situation. I couldn't get my hood open, and my lights were, my blinkers weren't working. You know, after that lady ran at the back of me. So, about a 20-something-year-old mechanic comes over. I'll try to take a look at it. Now they already put the bumper back on. T8 did. So he crawls underneath. Tells me to try to open it. Nope, wouldn't open. Slides around underneath a little bit. Try it again. Nope, wouldn't open. So I see him sliding around a little bit more, and he's like, okay, try it now. And the hood open. And it took that kid, that young mechanic, it took him about 1 minute to figure out what was wrong. with my hood and why it wasn't open. And I paid TA a full hour and they couldn't even figure it out. Okay, what was wrong? The hood hinges are messed up. I'll show you guys a picture of it. But when she ran into the back of me, another piece of damage that she caused was on Peterbilt's they have a safety latch. They may have this on Kenworth too. They have a safety latch for the hood that holds the hood open so it won't shut on you. Well, when she did, I didn't even think about it because it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be for the opposite, to shut. It keeps it from shutting, not keep it from opening. So it didn't cross my mind about that. But anyway, she jammed that hood latch, which hit me. So, and we had to take it off. And she also, I don't know, because that radiator mount is right underneath that bumper, right behind that bumper. She did something. She hit that. She pushed that bumper back into that radiator mount, and what it did was when we opened the hood. Now this leak was not there the previous day. I had an upper radiator hose leak. It was not there the previous day, so I know for a fact it happened when she backed into me because there was like a clamp beside that hose, and I guess when she hit me, it kind of bent that radiator mount or pushed on it, and it pushed that hose into that clamp bolt, and it sprung a leak. So I got my hood open, which was good. That means I could run at least, or at least get to where I'm going, without getting a huge ticket. And I could also, and I got them to. They were gracious enough. Now this was a Saturday, and it was. They closed at 2 o'clock, so they were gracious enough to work me in and replace the upper radiator hose so I could idle, so I could idle till Monday. So they replaced the radiator hose, upper radiator hose, and that hose is expensive too. It's a silicone hose with metal wrapped around it. They replaced that, and I didn't have time because they wanted to go home. I didn't have time to get the lights fixed, so I went back to the TA and sat there Sunday, and Monday I went back to the same shop, and we had to wait on a mechanic to get there that was good with electrical, and he didn't get there. So what I did, they don't. It's a small shop. They didn't really have a driver's waiting area. So I went ahead and rented a motel room and stayed the day in it. Took a nap, took a shower. It was real hot and humid down there. So I got some rest, and we knew we were going to have to wait on that one guy to come in to fix it. So I spent most of the day at the hotel, and then when it was finished, he called me and gave me an estimate for the rest of the damage, and he picked me up at the hotel, the shop guy, and took me to my truck, and I had to pretty much log in and head out. I had another load to get, that night, so I had to pick it up. I had to pick it up the next day, but I had to drive pretty far to get it, so. And I didn't want to turn it down because it was a really good paying load. So that's what I did. Made it back, got another load, made another trip back down to Houston. Now, as of now, when she did that, she hit that upper radiator mount and snapped some of those radiator mount bolts, like 2 of them. And so that's going to have to be fixed too, but at least I have 3 bolts holding it on, and hopefully it won't develop a leak. But that's what I'm getting at, is I don't trust this company, because they said they were going to call me back. They said, we want to keep it out of insurance. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of your downtime and everything. Well, I waited till Monday. Of course, I didn't expect them to call back on the weekend. But Monday rolled around, nothing. I was able to get a hold of the owner of the truck. That girl that was driving, she wasn't the owner of the truck. She was just a lease operator. Of course, she wrote down on the paper that she was the owner. But anyways, I talked to the I was able to get a hold of the owner of the truck. She told me to send her the receipts of what I've done so far, and she would like pictures. So I sent her, some pictures of the damage, and I sent her an estimate by that shop. Now this was not a body shop, so, and she knows that. So the estimate may have been a little bit low. I don't know, but anyways. I thought, well, good, I got in contact with the owner. She said, yeah, she's going to take care of it. She'll give me a call the next day. And that night, I headed back to get another load. About a 10-hour drive, and waited the next day, didn't hear nothing. Waited the day after that. By this time, I'm back in Houston. The day after that, didn't hear anything. And yeah, I haven't heard anything back from them, after that. All I've heard is them telling me, yeah, they're going to take care of me, give me that insurance, yeah, we'll pay for the damages, but nobody has contacted me back. They've made no effort on their part at all. I've already been, I would have, so far, I've been out 5 days. I was out 4 days. Friday, I had a back haul. I couldn't get the back haul Friday because she ran into me. So I was out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I couldn't get that back haul. And then the following day, or not the following day, I took a load of these. I came back. I took 34. I took 2 days, but one of the days I had to take off to get another estimate. I took it to a body shop. Another estimate. So that's 5 days I've been out. For all they know, that happened on the 10th and it's the 19th. For all they know, I've been out over a week. Alright? And they've made no effort to try to give me a check for a weekly settlement, because that's what they're supposed to do. I've talked to other guys and they said, well, when you're dealing with insurance, they'll give you an average of what you make a week, and they'll pay you weekly while you're down, while your truck's in the shop. But they've made no effort to even contact me about any type of payment, and I've left them another message. I was able to find their insurance company on that cause report. It didn't have insurance information on there, so that driver did not write down the company's insurance. And that was worrying me, but I was able to find their insurance company. If you do drive a truck or any vehicle and you want to know the insurance company, you can go to dot.gov, and it'll give you, as long as that company has a DOT number, US DOT, and an MC number, you'll be able to, and or MC number, you'll be able to find their insurance company through dot.gov. So I was able to find it. I texted her back after I did another trip from Houston, or to Houston and back. I texted her, that was what I texted her was, I just want to verify your insurance company. I told her insurance company, the address, the phone number. I even got their policy number. And I said, is this correct? Well, she never texted me back. So, but anyways, being the good guy I am, I haven't filed a claim yet. I'm still waiting for them because this is the second weekend. So I am still waiting for them to come up with a settlement if they want to do that. I'm trying to do this for them because I know if you turn it in, your insurance rates are going to go up. So I'm trying to help them out by doing this, but they're kind of putting me in a bind here because I have no way to fix the rest of the things that are wrong with my truck, like those radiator bolts that snapped. I mean, I hope that I do not develop a leak because it's not properly mounted, And I hope my condenser doesn't mess up my air conditioner because it's mounted in front of my radiator. So the longer we wait, the more problems we may have. I'm just trying to see if they're going to make the effort to put forth the effort to do a settlement on, keep it out of their insurance. Now I can tell you, all right, that the place I took it to, they were not a body shop, but their settlement came to $7,440 or $45, and that's without any body work. And the body shop I took it to, the second shop I took it to was a body shop, and they said yes, it needs body work. So this next estimate may be a little bit higher than the original one. Which is fine. I mean, if stuff gets broken, needs to get fixed, the insurance needs to pay for it, or the company needs to pay for it. They need to own up what they did. I even sent them the video clip of what she did. Didn't get out and look, just back straight up. She said she wanted to turn around right there. I'm like, why didn't you go out the exit and come back in the entrance? The exit was right in front of her, because all she had to do was exit, go down the service road about 100 feet, and go back in the entrance. The way I came in. That's the way I came in. So she didn't want to do that. She just wanted to back up and run into somebody, I guess. I guess she thought she was the only truck there checking in. But anyways, back to the damage done. I haven't got an estimate yet from that body shop. They're supposed to give me one Monday. So we'll find out what that is. But I'll get that estimate, and I'll send them that estimate also. I'll send her, the owner of the truck, that estimate. And if she doesn't get back with me, I'd say I'll make another round and then come back, to get loaded again, or come back to town, the town I live in. And if she doesn't get back with me by then, after that other round, then this will be end of the week. So I'll give them 1, 2, 3 days into the week, into the business week, to get back with me. If she doesn't do that, then I'm just going to go ahead and file a claim. Tired of waiting on them, because I'm going to have to end up waiting on the insurance adjuster anyway. I'll just freaking park the truck and take off until the insurance adjuster inspects it, and then I'll have to take off for shop time, and their insurance is going to have to pay for that. Not to mention the damages. I mean, they could save a lot of money by not turning it into insurance, but I don't think either they don't have the money or they don't want to pay, one of the two. So I could be wrong. That's why I'm giving them a second chance into this next week to contact me. I've already contacted them. She told me that she was going to contact me about 4 or 5 days ago. She never did. So I'll give them a little bit longer, and if I don't hear nothing, go ahead and file a claim, get it done right. Sorry guys, I know I feel for any trucking company out there. The insurance is expensive, I know that, but you need to own up to what you did. Either make a settlement without insurance, or just go through the insurance. Simple as that. So anyways, that's a little bit of the update. I'll go ahead and do a clip. I'll show you guys the damage that I've done. Now keep in mind, I've already paid to have the lights fixed, and that cost $400. I paid to have that silicone hose replaced. They had to drain the coolant and everything, and that hose is expensive. That was $300 and something to do that. Plus the TA bill where they didn't fix anything. And So I've spent damn near $1,000 already just getting my truck able to where I can keep running, because I was afraid. That's what I wanted to do, because I was afraid something like this was going to happen, where they would just put me off, you know, without because if I would have told my company my truck was down, you know, I wouldn't have any income coming in, and they haven't contacted me back about settling up on downtime. So, you know, I was afraid something like this was going to happen. That's why I spent my own money to get it to where I could run it, to keep making money until it goes into the shop. And I'm glad I did that, because you really can't depend on these other companies. And I mean, I can't say nothing about their insurance. I haven't dealt with their insurance yet. But you really can't depend on these other companies. A lot of these companies are out for their own protection. They don't care who they hurt. You know, this is going to cost me a heck of a lot of money if someone doesn't pay for this. And that lady thinks she just dented my bumper, you know. And I tried to tell her, lady, you backed straight into me. You know, you didn't even hit the brake. And she says, well, it's just your bumper, it's just your... I didn't even do that to your grill. She was denying that she did damage to the grill. And she said, what kind of truck driver are you? A regular truck driver wouldn't worry about something like that. I said, shit, lady, I can't even open my hood to see if there's any damage underneath. And she said, well, you need help opening that hood, I'll help you. So, you know, real smart ass like. So she got on the other side, and we pushed and couldn't get it open. You know, it went up about a foot, and that's about it. So she knew she did damage, you know. They know that they did damage to my truck. Question is where is the saga going to continue, and where is it going to fall on the rookie CDL backing mistake? So stay tuned. I'll cut to the damages, and we'll go from there.